Right, welcome to Barcelona. Time for a different video. I'm going to be here twice in a week doing more wine stuff, but I thought as a theme we could make it Gaudi and do the Gaudi buildings. I'm in front of one with a special guest again.
Oh my gosh! Hey, what's going on, guys?
Should we see some Gaudi stuff and then eat leeks and drink lots of wine?
Of course.
Okay.
Nothing else better here.
So, still not finished. 140 years ago, 1882, they started the Sagrada Familia. Not a cathedral, it's a basilica.
Basilica, what's the difference?
Yes. Why are we going in? It's not quite finished, but why are we going in this year?
Because this is the centennial, so 100 years.
Since old Gaudi popped his clogs.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're going to try and finish it by June, but we're here a bit early.
At least the outside will be finished by then.
Apparently inside.
The cross at the top will be done too.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Should we go in then?
Yeah, let's go in.
Right. And the reason this takes so long, 143 years, and they still haven't finished it, is because also, apart from the Civil War in the way, it always relied on private donations, so neither the state nor the church is investing in it. That's why it's taking so long, amongst other problems. So hopefully this year they'll finish it, although they probably won't finish everything. So we're going to head in and see the insane interior of Gaudi's blend of religion, nature, mad imagination, modernist basilica. This is mad. This is a mad building. It's also insanely vast. It's a bit tight. Good grief. 400 stairs down. How they designed it.
We're in something so old that's so modern.
Right, the tower is cool. We were stuck behind some of Rick's countrymen. If anyone has seen the film In Bruges, it reminds you of when the larger Americans wanted to go up the spiral staircase. In this case, they were in it, and they were going down, and she was freaking out.
The entire 400 steps.
And we had a nice queue behind us, and we were like, step.
It's like a funnel that just went all the way out.
Quite an impressive building, Mr. Antoni Gaudí, from the village of Reus, where all the vermouth comes from. Also Ryanair's Barcelona airport. Ha ha ha. Now, there are way more buildings that he made and designed in Barcelona, but I'm going to save those till my next arrival, because I think that's enough culture. Rick and I need to start eating and drinking. It's also worth mentioning we're going for a lunch where it was in 1 year ago today almost.
Yep.
Canvador.
Canvador.
So you might recognise it, but it's so good. We're doing it again. The boy is home. Are you excited?
I am very excited. Calçots number 2.
It's Sunday. It's rammed. They've given us bibs and also gloves. As we said, gloves are for pussies. I thought I should wear a bib because I've got a white t-shirt on and we have wine events, but no one's wearing a bib. The Catalans aren't wearing a bib. I can't wear a bib. As always, the calçotada, we'll get the bread with the tomato we'll rub on with the garlic. We'll get the wonderful grilled meat platter again with the beans, I think they have. What are they called, the beans?
Courgettes.
Courgettes. And then we'll get calçots to dunk in our mouths.
And she was like, so when did you guys say? Work permit.
chicken,
Butifarra,
lamb, butifarra,
and cordero.
potato, and the beans. Oh, it's great. Which piece of meat? I've got to start with the butifarra, haven't I? The king of the Spanish sausages.
It really is.
Yep. Meat and beans. It's great.
It's nice. I mean,
Wow.
you thinking? Yeah.
2 kilos heavier. Full of beans and meat and leeks.
Oh God, it's so good.
Now we're off to the first wine event. Corpinat, which I'm not going to go too much into, but think of them as fancy carvers. We're going to an event which is going to have the sparkling wines of the, I think it said 17 wineries in Corpinat.
I think so. But it's actually the base wine.
Has their base wines. We'll see what's going on.
Before they become sparkling.
Right, our first day of tourism is over. And we're back in the flat. And our feet are quite sore. And what we're going to do now is have a light Spanish dinner and drink lots of wine. Do you want to drink some wine?
Yes.
Okay. This should also go in the video. This is like this is how classy people spend their evenings. We are drinking 15.5% Samso red wine from where?
Monsanto.
Monsanto.
Vinos Dominic.
Eating little nibbly bits. And what we're going to watch?
History of the World Part 1, Mel Brooks.
If that doesn't scream, Gastro Traveller. Anyway.
Salud.
Salud. Another morning dawns on Barcelona, and we're off once again to Barcelona Wine Week. This is a wine event, probably the most important in the country. I'll be drinking wine. There'll be some shots about me drinking wine, and that'll be it. Then we'll go straight to dinner. Found a Ribeira Sacra wine with a Japanese name, Ukiyo, the floating world, like the paintings. Please be good, please be good. It's good. Right, we have acquired one of Rick's friends who will be joining us this evening, Jorge. And now we're going to go and get some lunch and carry on after. A ver, hacemos un brindis, guys. Cheers.
Barcelona Wine Week.
Barcelona Wine Week.
Area that you just saw. It was good, but
That's not bad.
The base wine without white wine.
I answered a questionnaire with the leader, the head of the Dio Valdeorras. 4 very hard questions. But I want a t-shirt. Look at that. It's not my colour, but I need new pyjamas. Ready for wine event number 5,000?
here we go.
Es verdad que la textura de la oreja es muy diferente.
Oh, wow. And this is like years ago. Off the chart.
Do you like these peas?
The peas are off the chart.
Dishing out the 1982 Rioja.
Are you happy, Richard?
I am always happy after my night at my fantastic Basque cuisine in the heart of Barcelona.
Join us next week on other wonderful, wonderful.
I love you, man.
It's a lot. I love you so much. Oh God! Just everyone's on the street. I don't know how to walk in this. I don't know how to walk in this area. Right, we've had our lovely boozy dinner. Now we're going for the classic way to end a night: a nice gin tonic.
Son of a bitch.
My name's Rick Fisher. I want to go home. What about a gin tonic? Well, I could have a gin tonic. What about a tonic? Well, if I'm going to have a tonic, I'm going to have gin in it. And here we are in the dry bar.
Oh, end of the day.
Good morning. So, first things first, I do not feel fresh. Not good. But anyway, this is my last little moment of this first pop-up to Barcelona. I'm going to walk around this little neighborhood near the Sant station and then head back down to Madrid. And then next Monday, I'm up again, where I'm going to take in some more of the Gaudi buildings, some more wine, and I'm sure I'll have another gin tonic as well. Even though Barcelona, I don't think is, when you get out of the old Gothic stuff, as overtly pretty as Madrid, I do like the neighborhoods. They probably feel like neighborhoods, which is quite nice still. But that's more of a Spanish thing. They're very good at their barrios. We've got some ibuprofen. I'm always slightly scared about which language to use because there's a lot of Catalan being used, which is good, fine. And I'm always like, are they going to hate me? But you know, you finish with a merci, which is, they say instead of gracias, and an adeu instead of adios. And they're all right. Not only Gaudi, there's other modernist buildings near the station. We'll look at those and then we'll head home. I'm back in Barcelona. I've arrived late, so my tourism plans are on hold until I've had my lunch. So I'm eating some friends for lunch. I'm going to try and get some traditional Catalan fare. We've got a show tonight, and I'm also going to try and, as previously promised, see some more Gaudi stuff. So I've yet to check in yet, but I'm in the Eixample neighbourhood. Hopefully going to a place called Gelida or Gelida for some food. How are the meat croquettes? Yeah?
Nice and oily.
I have to say the Catalans do the best sausages, I would say on average. Right. And a bit of Russian salad test.
Secreto alla mostaza, mustard sauce.
The mustard sauce is really cool.
Beef cheek. I feel you should like do a huevos rotos thing.
Yes, eggs, potatoes, as Chicote says, al ataque. This is carriera, I think I googled, but the beef cheek. Cooked in wine, algae, which I believe is wine. I'm going to try an albondega. It does look like an abuela style, doesn't it? Also really good. What a place. Local fiestas for the Santa Eulalia Fiesta. So why Gaudi? Why now? He died 100 years ago in 1926 and his works are scattered across this city. But before Sagrada Familias and Modernist buildings, he did street lamps for the Plaza Real, a form of eclecticism before modernism was his thing. Wow. In 1886, a chap would define Antoni's life and works, Mr. Eusebi Güell. Much like a lot of Barcelona in the 19th century, this was a rich textile magnate, and he had himself a palau, a palace house built for him, which is apparently along here. Oh, there it is. Now, as with a lot of these buildings, they're very expensive to go in. Each one is like 20, 30 euros, and they're closed right now. But I'll put some images up of the Palau Güell, because this is an astonishing building, and is you sort of see in a restrained way a lot of Gaudi's themes. So Gaudi was a deeply religious man and got more so over his life, and a lot of his works blend religion with nature, and he was also deeply Mediterranean. He believed the Mediterranean peoples had an innate sense of a visual style that the Northerners didn't have, so my lot didn't have. He said, we own the image. Fantasy is ghosts. Fantasy is what the North has. And to be fair, I've always thought that the Mediterraneans were better artists because they were out, they had light, they had colour, and we were better at songs and writing because it was crap outside. That's his more poetic way of saying it. But that is really reflected in his architecture. Eusebi Güell, who commissioned that building, would become fundamental, as many people will know, for Park Güell as well. But around the time he started doing these buildings, he was also commissioned to take over the project for said Sagrada Familia, which ended up consuming his life. Also in this neighbourhood are some old bars, and the oldest bar is actually here. The oldest bar in Barcelona from 1820. A pint of Negroni. Jesus Christ. Next stop, Casa Almiral, Modernist bar from 1860. We've had our Negronis, and now we're going to watch Louis C.K. I'm very excited about that. Maybe some tapas afterwards, we'll see.
I mean, fried chicken and beer is perfect.
That's nice. Very juicy. Yeah. Very good karage.
So you dip that in that.
But anyway, it's good though. The rain in Spain falls mainly in the city of Barcelona. Great stuff. It's 9:15 in the morning. I'm checking out my hotel. I eat breakfast. And where better than the famous Boqueria market. Right, I'm in El Quim de la Boqueria, a very popular place. The chef's very popular as well. A lot of Asian tourists here already having breakfast now. This is cool. They're having tapas for breakfast, which is, I've never seen sangria and ají, shrimp and mussels for breakfast before. That's fun. And the guy was like, what would you like? I'll have the Boca Cuban sandwich, which is their breakfast sandwich they do, which has got pork loin, asparagus, confit, onion, modern reduction and fried egg. Never seen anyone have sangria for breakfast, but if you're on holiday, fair enough. So yeah. Very good. That was actually really bloody nice. I did like the guy joking with me. That's good, because normally people order a paella with a café con leche when they come from certain countries. First stop, Casa Calvet. Maybe his most restrained work from 1898. Though for another wealthy textile person, it's kind of a private home and manufacturing building. Also, towards the end of his life, he lived very basically, dressed quite scruffily. But what was funny is when he died, he got hit by like a tram on the street just by where his great two works are. And people didn't know who he was. He was taken to like a clinic where he later passed, and then later, after having died, he was identified. He kind of given up on his appearance, just purely focusing on the aesthetic and the buildings he's created. Kind of an ignominious end to one of the greatest architectural geniuses in the history of man. Now, Casa Batlló is from 1904, so we're moving on towards the end of his tenure and the end of his life. And it's an incredibly eclectic style, maybe his most over-the-top style, with roof art and ceramics blended with tile, blended with brick, all kinds of stuff, lit up at night, and it's maybe his most ostentatious of the buildings. So 2 years after Batlló in 1904, in 1906, we have Casa Mila, La Pedrera, it's often called the Stone Quarry, which is a much purer, more focused, and maybe his last great house work before his life was swallowed up by the Sagrada Familia. It's all stone with touches, they say, to do with Altamira on the walls. I'll put some images on now. It's really, really atmospheric inside and very different from the zaniness of Batlló, but also with its sort of very famous rooftop towers and communal space for people who live there. As we come to the end of his story, his buildings, his life, because this was one of the streets there, he was hit. I'm going to go back to the beginning. One of his first major commissioned work for Barcelona, all the way up in the Gracia neighborhood. For his modernism, he was an Orientalist. This has lots of neo-mudéjar touches, and it reminds me of the building at Comillas, El Capricho, same vintage. With that, we bring an end to the video. I hope you enjoyed this bacchanal Gaudi-filled trip around Barcelona. If you liked it, press the buttons, ding the dinger, like the whatevers, and hope to see you again on another adventure.